We will be getting started in a second. I have been muted this entire time. I am so sorry. I've been saying hello to y'all. I don't know if y'all heard me or not. Alrighty. Have y'all been able to hear me or have I been muted the entire time? Can y'all hear me? Y'all couldn't hear me? Oh. Terribly sorry. Well, we have something different today. I hope that helps. We have a coloring page. Uh-oh. It's a little bent up because I had lost this page and then I found it this morning and I was like, oh, I've been meant to do this. So she's been through some stuff. So I have this coloring page. I have a huge stack of coloring pages actually. So we got like this huge stack. Like book thick stack. Like pages on pages stack. So this is what we are doing today. I actually have a few that I've already done, like, off camera. I didn't all do these at once. Please do not believe that. So I did, like, this Betty Boop one right here. I like this one. This is inspired off of the original Betty Boop, who was black. And her whole thing was stolen by a white woman. And then she tried to fight it off in court, and the original lady won. So I'm glad to hear that she got some justice for someone trying to steal her whole flow. This one isn't finished, but this is like a deer one that I have. I have like a whole bunch of these. Grand Rising! Can you hear me well? Wow, very pretty. Alrighty, so y'all can see. That's nice. That was about to be my next question. Alrighty. Oh, you just came in. So here's the Betty Boop one I did a little bit ago. Hold on. Can you see it well? Hold on. It would probably be easier if I turn it this way and then you could turn your camera so you can see it all the way. So, I also have this axolotl one. Love the colors. Yes, I really love the colors. I have this axolotl one. These are both peaches, but for whatever reasons, I felt like this needed to be a strawberry. I don't know, but that's what I wanted to do, so I did it. I really like the blue because I don't really see a lot of blue axolotls. This is a peach. Technically, they're both peaches, but I colored one in as a strawberry because free will, it's a coloring page. It's blank. It's meant to be colored however you color it. And I also got this one of the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. I colored like all the different Jack skeletons, some different colors. Some of them I left white. But yeah, I'm really proud of this one. I really like it. My favorite bat is this one up here. Like I like the black underlining of it. I was really just experimenting with this one. Very fall festive. It is. So these are the ones that I've done. So we're going to take these away. And today we are going to be doing this Hello Kitty one. If you didn't see the huge stack of papers when you first came in, hold on. Like this is how thick the pages are. This is how many pages, coloring pages I have. Like this is book worthy. Like this is probably almost as thick as the Bible. Can I say that on here? A book stack? Very much so. We have like a few different colors. Like we got some colors. We have a few different characters. We have, I cannot remember her name, but she's from Shopkins. We got Shadow. We got Stitch. We got King Bob. We got Toy Story and the gang. Like we got like a few of these. We got Jet Jack. We got, I think this is Merida under here. Yep, Merida and her cub brothers. So we got a few different ones to pick from, but we're starting off with our Hello Kitty one. So we're gonna move these out the way. Stick these over here, and then we are going to be working on this. She has been through a rough patch. Okay, this is pencil. I don't know how this got on here. I got some colored pencils right here. Hello Kitty? Yes, this is Hello Kitty. So, let's get started. How's y'all's morning going? Or afternoon or evening? How's y'all's day going? What kind of red do I want to use? So I might use red, like just red. Beautiful day so far. That's good. How's yours? Mine is going great. It's just really starting for real, because it's early in the morning. Well, not early, but it's morning time where I am. Gonna zoom in. This probably needs to be sharpened, because this is weird. Okay. Now, I just had this pencil sharpener not too long ago. Whenever I need something, I don't have it. But when I don't need it, it's in my face. I don't know. Did y'all watch Hello Kitty growing up? Because there's like a few different series on it. I have like a few different like Hello Kitty themed things, but I've never really like officially watched the show. I know they have like a whole second category. It's called Kagome, I think. And that's the name of the other. It's her, actually. It is named after this character right here. This is like a little piggy bank that you could paint. And I did this a couple years ago. So I think the second show is named after her. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember how to pronounce her name though, sadly. Okay, so this is red. Do we find any other reds? This one looks tragic. Hmm. I like to start with a thick, bold outline. This is kind of too thick for my liking, but we'll go with it. And then I like to shade the rest in. It gives more depth to the drawing or the coloring page, really, because those are kind of two different things. I need like a darker red for the inside right here. So this one's really red. Okay, let's go with this Red Hot Inferno. This seems a bit darker than this one. That's not as dark as I want it. Let's see. Actually, this burgundy might work. Is this burgundy? No, this is maroon. How does this maroon look? Looks more of a purple. No, I need like a dark red. I should have mahogany. I don't know if this will work. Probably. Yep, this should do. Y'all got anything going on? It's like the middle of the week. It's Wednesday. Y'all got anything going on? Not for real? That's fine. Hmm. Does anybody remember did anybody else have like a themed bedroom compared like when I was growing up I had like a few different themes, but one of them was Dora. Did anybody like have full themed rooms? Yellow? Am I muted? Mm-mm. Does Hello Kitty have lore? Uh, I believe so. I don't know that much about it though. I wasn't really into Hello Kitty growing up. Um, she does have a boyfriend. I can't remember his name though. I think it was like Josh or something. It was a generic name, a popular name. But I remember the day I found out like she had a whole boyfriend and whatnot. And I was like, oh, okay. I've heard the theory that she isn't a cat, she's a person. But someone had like kind of debunked it and said that it meant something else. I can't remember though. You said Josh. Josh is a name, regular guy name. Yeah, it's a common name. I personally don't like the name Josh. I hear it too much. And I don't like Josh's personally. Just off of personal experience. Not saying that every Josh is bad. But just the few that I've known, I'm like, yeah, I don't really know about this name. Who invited this dude? I don't know. Hmm. What? I don't know what was so funny to me. I don't know. I didn't even think that she had a boyfriend. Honestly thought that she was like younger, like a younger kid, maybe about like 10-ish, 10 or younger. But she has a real age. Like there's a whole website where you can look at everybody in the show. Did not know that. I went there once to like look it up to make sure that it was real and that people weren't just saying things as theories. And it was there. I don't know if the website still exists though. It probably does. It's like an official website by the people that made Hello Kitty or the people that own Hello Kitty. I don't know if they're the people that made her. But one day I came across this like post and it was like here are a few fun facts about Hello Kitty that you possibly didn't know. And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's nice. I don't really know that much about Hello Kitty, so this would be cool." And I think she knows like about 5 languages. And I was like, for someone I really don't hear talk, you know a lot of languages. That's crazy. And I thought, because, she doesn't have a mouth, I thought she was one of those characters that didn't talk. But apparently she does. Again, never watched the show, so I wouldn't really know. But I've seen a few clips of her talking to, like, a few other people. And I was like, oh, you genuinely talk. I did not know that. I did not know this information. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if I want to keep her a white cat or if I want to make her a different type of cat. Y'all know there are breeds of cats, like breeds of dogs. Everybody knows a breed of dog, but nobody knows like breeds of cats. I've never met a person that knows every single, or not every single, but at least like 3 um, breeds of cat. The most I knew was calico cat, a white cat, a Persian cat, a what is it? A Russian blue hair cat. I think that's what it's called. And a British short hair. I think those are the few that I know. And I'm not even fully sure that those are all true. Or their true names. I know they're like actual cat breeds. Not gonna lie, she probably beats Goku. That's funny. We're gonna start with her nose. We're gonna go ahead and start on her nose. Yellow is so hard to see sometimes. I know Persian cat. Siamese cat. Yes, Siamese. That's the other one I was missing. Um, British short hair looks tough. Okay, so I was right. I don't know where I put it, but I have a other coloring book. Here we go. I have a Hello Kitty coloring book. Let me zoom this up some. So I have this Hello Kitty coloring book, and one day I was just kind of like tired of generically drawing her like this or just leaving it blank so that she stays like a white cat. So one day I got creative. I made like a orange cat. Um there's a few old ones in here. I tried to make her like a calico cat in here. I really like calico cats. That was the first breed of cat that I knew. I think I drew her as like a black cat. I'm more into dogs and fish. Okay. Okay, here we go. I drew her as a black cat too. Yeah, I think those are it. This one isn't finished actually. So maybe I'll go ahead and finish that one day, but yeah. Do we want to do her as a different breed of cat or do we want to keep her as generic Hello Kitty? That's good. Yeah, thank you. What kind of orange would this carrot be? And is this a hot dog or is this just a basket of lettuce? Either is cool. Alright. Let's go with the OG. Okay. Just go ahead and get some black for her eyes. And zoom in. Okay, I did mean to leave like a bit of white at the top. So they didn't just look like a pit of soullessness. I meant to kind of leave it like this. So that she has like a gleam in her eye. I have a white pencil somewhere. I should be able to fix it. And it's just making it gray. Okay. Mm-mm. It's kind of hard to do, but you can erase. Um, you can erase like color pencil. I remember the day I found this out. I didn't think that was possible. I thought that you just go ahead and color it in, and once it's colored, it's colored. Okay, there we go. Boom. Now she looks like she's genuinely enjoying her day. What would be a good blue? Let's do this one. Well, it's typically like a darker blue, isn't it? It kind of changes though. So, uh, let's go with this light blue. This is sky blue. hmm Do y'all still color? I don't really know how old y'all are, but coloring is always seen as like a childish thing to do. But I see a lot of people, like actual grown adults, still coloring, and I love that. It's healing for your inner child. I color. Yeah, I do. Okay. I see some people on the internet be like, oh, coloring is childish. You have bigger adult things to do. Well, why don't you just draw since you like to color? Drawing and coloring are two very separate things. I do it to heal my inner child. That's what I was just saying. Like, it's healing. It's therapeutic. But some people don't understand that. Or do and still like to hate because, I don't know. But that is diabolical work. Hold on. Probably because they can't color well. Yeah, I used to be the kid, one of those kids that always drew outside the lines. Let's say that not everything was very perfect back then when I was coloring. I don't know, twin, that's what humans do for whatever reasons. I don't know. Some people don't got whimsy anymore. Some people just need a little whimsy in their life. Alrighty. Whew. This is what it's looking like so far. I'm really loving how it's coming together. Do you ever get those posts about like when people be coloring or drawing really? They be like, "Oh, I don't use Crayola. It's cheap and it doesn't make my stuff look nice." And I understand like there is a difference between materials when it comes to like coloring and drawing and whatnot. Personally, I don't care. Why buy a whole bunch of expensive stuff when I forgot she has a blue shirt? She has like a couple different outfits. This is just her generic one. She's, it's a crayon twin. A lot of people don't like to color with crayons. They're like, oh, that's just basic childness. I have colored pencils now, or I have markers or alcohol markers. And I'd be like, okay, that's good for you. I don't want alcohol markers. For this specific one, I like color pencils. Crowns is two-tiered. What is it? I don't know. I see some people actually make it work though. They're like, I still color with crayons. I actually have like a box of like oil pastels right here. A lot of people like to color with oil pastels. Guess what? I have Crayola oil pastels. And guess what? I have a box of crayons too. Got 2 boxes of crayons. I have a lot of crayons. Now the question is, have y'all ever eaten a crayon? Genuinely. Genuinely asking, has anyone ever eaten a crayon? If you invest in only crowns, not gonna lie, you're a true king of this coloring game. Yes. Are you agreeing with what Sketching said, or are you answering my question of if you've ever eaten crayons? I have eaten crayons. I am not ashamed to say that I have eaten crayons. You're not supposed to eat them. I have eaten crayons, understood. Now, in fair defense, I had got these special, like, scented twisted crayons. Childhood things. Love that. But I got these special, like, twistable crayons, and they were also scented. But those are the only ones that I haven't eaten. Which is crazy because you think, oh, it smells like food, so you should be able to eat it. Nope. I had already learned my lesson. I had eaten a lot of crayons. Mom wasn't too happy about it. She did not like me eating her crayons. At all. Hold on. I'm trying not to sketch in her foot. Actually, I used to eat crayons out of spite. Like, if I was irritated or mad at somebody, I would eat their crayons. For reference, I grew up with siblings, so one of them make me upset. I'm like, you know what? Fine then. And I'd go off and I'll eat their crayons. I grew up when they made them non-toxic. I don't know if we had the non-toxic crayons or not. I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my mom about that one. Like, hey, did we have non-toxic crayons, or were we just eating straight crayon wax out here? Wow. Yeah. Risk taking was a huge deal. It technically is still a huge deal for me. I'm trying to keep this straight. Non-toxic came in the 80s? Okay, so we probably had non-toxic crayons. I don't know if they would still sell toxic crayons. Now, here's the thing. That means that y'all had to get non-toxic crayons after somebody had already ate them and possibly didn't live to tell the story. So that means that they was like, you know what? Let's probably not make these. Like, instead of telling children to stop eating crayons, we're just gonna go ahead and make them non-toxic. Cause not children aren't gonna listen. Let's be so honest. Many kids were sick. Yeah. light is just so not here right now. And that's crazy. It's either it. This is why we test these things, people. Understood. This. Is this helping y'all? It really doesn't look like it on my side. I cut on my light above to see if that would help. But we learn. I can see good. Alrighty. Why do I feel like this isn't full? I don't think she had a fully blue thing. I don't remember. But this is as close as we could get it. So let's go ahead. What should we do next? Let's do this little... Who is this in the back? Who is this creepy person just watching her as she has a picnic by herself? Or is she waiting on them? Like, genuinely, who are you? No clue. I literally couldn't tell you. Okay, so is this just like a... Who are you? I don't even know what kind of animal you are. You kind of look like a monkey, but I don't want to say you are a monkey. Let me look through this coloring book to see if they're in here or not. Because she has like a couple different friends, so I wouldn't put it past the people of like Hello Kitty to put one of her friends in the background. Most, I don't know if... Okay, sidetracked again real quick. This page shows like her little like family and whatnot. So this is her mom, her dad, and then this is her younger sister, I believe. Mimi. Mimi is her like younger sister. I can't remember if she's an older sister or a younger sister. But I was like, she has a whole like crew. I knew she had like a mom and a dad. I knew that much, but aside from that, I did not know that she had like siblings. Which most people do. I don't know why I didn't think that though. Looks like the Weedle Dee and Kirby, they just spawn and proceed to do absolutely nothing. Oh, a Waddle Dee. Yeah, it does kind of look like a Waddle Dee. What are you doing over here instead of in Kirby? She does have a family. Oh, okay. So these are her friends. This is who's in the back right there. This is Tim. And he has a twin sister, Tammy, I think. Okay, so this is Tim in the back right here. So he is a monkey. That's cute. Wait. Yeah. This is Tracy, this is Thomas. Timmy and Tammy. Larry? Who's Larry? We have Lori. We don't have a Larry. Oh, are you talking about uh don't mess with me or you'll have to deal with my gang, starting with Oopie Goopy, General Munchkin Man, Lil Jim Bob, and worst of all, Larry. Oh, my bad. It's fine. We have... Okay, so we got Joby, Tippy, Lori, Joey, Tracy, Thomas, and Timmy and Tammy. Okay, so that's a whole lot of friends. I love that for her. And it seems like they're all like different things. I love that. But I want to know, is there a difference between these two? Because this looks like a bear and this looks like a bear. They're probably two different things, though. So, this is a raccoon. This is a dog. And then this is Hello Kitty, but, um, we got a mouse and a squirrel and two monkeys, two little baby monkeys. Or are they just a small breed of monkey? Like, what is it called? What is it? What is it called? A gibbon? Maybe they're no gibbons don't have tails, so maybe they're like spider monkeys. That's what it is. Spider monkeys. Hmm. I'm done with this. I don't need it. Well, I could do the sky. I don't want to do that right now. Where's the brown? A capuchin or a tamarin? Tamarin? Is that how you say that? Tamarin? Yeah, you got it. Okay. I don't know, but they kind of give spider monkeys. So if I see them animated, I'll see how they look. But aside from that, I'm gonna draw them as a spider monkey, which typically they're like little black monkeys. I've seen this couple on TikTok, right? They have like a baby spider monkey, and they named him Mojo, like Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls. And he's cute. He's so little, and so adorable. And I was like, people genuinely be keeping monkeys as pets. How do you get a license to own a monkey? You don't need like a license to own um like dogs and whatnot. You just buy them. You do have to sign contracts in order to get them. I do know that now. And I was like, why do I need to sign contracts to have an animal, a pet, a domesticated pet at that? But then I had to realize like people don't take care of their pets, so they have to like sign a bunch of stuff saying like, hey, I'm gonna take care of this animal, have a good place for it to stay and whatnot. And it's genuinely so sad that some people don't take care of their pets and they just like keep them as accessories and like occasionally will treat them right. I don't like people that don't take care of their pets. Because if you don't take care of your pets, how will you think about how they'll treat people? Genuinely, like, especially dogs that they, not even just dogs, like, that's whole, I couldn't have a spider monkey. It's a lot better than having a whole ape as a pet. Or chimpanzee. Was it a chimpanzee? I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, it was a chimpanzee. Now, one of the scarier, I think the scariest of all the monkeys is the orangutan. They have always creeped me out, but I've always seen them, and I've always seen them as like the highest of high in the monkey kingdom. Like they're very smart, like super smart. I think they're the smartest out of all of the monkeys. And they have like a whole social network. I don't understand how people can like genuinely like zookeepers and whatnot. I don't know how they genuinely like get close to them. They scare me a little like way too much. And I haven't like seen any of them like directly hurt people. And I've never seen cases, like I've heard of cases of them hurting people, but mainly it was because somebody was doing something they had no business. So I was like, okay, that's justifiable. You in my space, you messing with me and my peoples, I gotta take action. That is reasonable. I haven't heard nothing about them just attacking people outright though. And I hope that it stays that way. Like, you're so smart and so big. You're I've seen some that are bigger than me and I'm like an average height for a woman. So, think about that. And I don't like that. Genuine. And it's how they look at you. And they can't talk to you cuz like not all of them can speak English, but they know sign language and whatnot. Imagine, like, I watched Planet of the Apes and one of them were talking and I was like, yeah, I don't like that. Genuinely stop. Like, full stop. Stop it. Orangutans also scare me. Like, genuinely. And it's not that I have any bad blood with them, no. It's just you're terrifying. And everybody wants to be like, oh, but gorillas are terrifying, they're scary. I'd rather be in a cage with a gorilla or in a enclosure with a gorilla than a orangutan. Here's the thing. Gorillas are more like defense and whatnot. I understand what they're doing. Uh Coda not ape. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. And he just let him fall. Like, bye. You is not out here helping us, so you need to go. But can we talk about how generally he was tripping? Coda breed hate among ape. Yeah. Are you referring to Planet of the Apes? And I grew up watching the Disney Nature. I grew up watching Disney Nature, so one of the main things I would watch was African Cats and Monkey Kingdom. Coda want power. Caesar sees brother hurting. Build safe place. Ape on ape hate is so crazy. It is genuinely. Okay, here come the light coming in nicely. Excuse me. Did y'all drink y'all's water today? If you haven't, go ahead and get some. Yes, right now. You ain't gotta leave. Just sit your device down, or if you're watching this on whatever you're watching it on, just sit it down real quick and go ahead and get some water for you. Drink it right now. Okay, there we go. See? Nice. Feels refreshing, don't it? Hmm. Make sure to like the live when y'all come in. I had said that earlier, but my stuff was muted, and I forgot to say it again. I have not thought much about it. I'm on second bottle. Yay! So you already got your 2 bottles of water for today, at least. Okay, I'm a little confused. Why is it? Is this just cut off? Like, Why is there no fence here, but there's just fence over here? Okay, so that might go to somebody's like house or whatnot. Somebody probably watching somebody's live on a smart refrigerator. You know, I genuinely forget that smart refrigerators exist. Sometimes I genuinely forget that they exist. It looks like an opening. It does. It really does. Uh, did anybody else watch African Cats on Disney Nature? Here's the thing, if you don't know who the narrator is, it's Samuel L. Jackson. Someone had told me that, like, in recent years. I had found this out, like, maybe 2 years ago. And I was like, you know what? That's why he sounds so familiar. Top 3 Disney Nature. Uh, mm, what would that be? African Cats, Monkey Kingdom, the panda one. I don't remember what the panda one's called. Well, no. One day I genuinely went through and watched all of them. Yes, all of them. There's more than just African Cats and what is it? African Cats and Monkey Kingdom. There's more than just those two. They have a polar bear one. I like that one. Chimpanzee, born in China in that order. Yes, I like that one. Oh yeah, so Born in China is the name of the panda one. Hold on. And I think all of the narrators are different. I don't remember. I haven't watched it in like a year, so I don't know. But that flamingo one is so sad. Like if y'all haven't watched the flamingo one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's so sad. Like out of all of them, I think it's the saddest one. It's because like the one of the it's they had to like leave behind some of the babies because walking around in the salt it would clump up against their feet. And for the adults, you know, because they're adults, they're stronger, they can like kind of walk it off and break it off. But the babies, it would be too heavy on their legs and their weak little legs, and they would just have to leave them there. And I was like, oh, y'all not even gonna like try and chip it off with y'all's beak or nothing? Y'all just gonna leave them there to get ate? What the world? I understand survival of the fittest, but the first time I watched that, I was genuinely so sad. Like beyond sad. I had to genuinely like pause it and go like walk around for a little bit. Watching the others leave them behind would hurt my soul. Yes. Unfortunate sacrifice. Understood. Nah, they ain't got time. Yeah. I understood that they really did need to leave and they couldn't really stay, but pick up Lil Bro's loot is crazy. That is so crazy. Why would you say that? Pick up Lil Bro's loot. That is so diabolical. Mm, um, what's the name of that little monkey from this year? It was like earlier this year. I think it was like in January. he kept getting like bullied by everybody else in like the monkey pen, and then they got him a little friend. What was his name? Little Buddy is sick to all his bands. Was too sick to all his bands. Not for real though. I was sick watching that because bands will make her dance. How do we get there? Yeah. I was genuinely so sad, and it wasn't just like one. It was like three of them that had to be left behind, and I was like, y'all could have made like a little bit of time. I understand like the predator is literally like maybe 30 feet away, but make an effort. Like, I would have been more understanding if you had made an effort to attempt to save him, and then you really had to like go and you couldn't. Now, see, I would have let that go. I would have been like, okay, at least you tried to save your baby. But you just straight up was like, alright, you gone. They robbed little bro of his plushie and kept beating on him. Yeah, the little monkey and the stuff. What's his name? Does anybody remember his name? I really hope he's doing okay. Like, genuinely. What kind of green is this? This is lime green. I don't know if I want this one. I need a darker one for sure. What's this one? Green. Okay. Great. And we have another green. Whoever be naming colors, why? Okay, here we go. I'm about to rant real quick. To whoever was naming colors, or whoever mixed up the colors, I don't know what happened when it came to naming these specific two colors. Who decided to make chartreuse green and vermilion orange? Who decided this? How do I even know these colors? I only know these colors because of Coraline. In the Coraline scene where the other mother gives her box of buttons and was like, okay, if you want to stay here, you're going to need to sew these into your eyes. And you don't have to do black. Black is traditional. But you can have pink, vermilion. She goes and lists all the colors. And I'm like, maybe I was tripping the first time I watched it. Well, the first time I watched it, I wasn't even paying attention. I just seen the colors changing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's nice. But I don't want to sew buttons into my eyes, ma'am. But then, when I started paying attention, like maybe 3 years ago, I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Does vermilion not sound yellowish orange? Yeah, no! No, it doesn't. When I think vermilion, I think reptilian. So I instantly think green. Like citrus, like lemon or lime. Now, see, I came to that conclusion. I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But chartreuse sounds like a citrus. So I instantly think, oh, orange or a tangerine or something. I don't think, like, sorry, green. Yes, green. I feel like those two names should be swapped. And here's the thing, back then, when they were naming stuff, they were like, you know what? Let's just name it this for... Oh, it's time for the end of the life. Hold on. Because I will definitely sit here and argue about this all day. Because it doesn't make any sense to me mentally. It does not make any sense to me. But yeah, this is what we got so far on our Hello Kitty drawing. We have her outfit drawn, and we worked on the fence and the branch of the tree. Next, I think we'll work on like the top of the tree and these flowers at the bottom, or this flower at the bottom. I genuinely don't know what color to color Little Buddy, so I'm just gonna do him like a generic monkey, probably. Chartreuse kind of sounds like a orange or a purplish brown. I don't know. Anywho, I will sit here and argue about this all day, and I know that y'all probably don't want to sit through that, but it is the end of the live, loves. My darlings, we have to go, unfortunately, but it is okay because we will be back tomorrow at same time every day at 9 from 9 to 10 Eastern time. I don't know where that is everywhere else. Um so we're going to go ahead and close up our live. Thank you for joining today. Make sure to like the live before you leave if you haven't already. And go ahead and look at some of the past lives I've done, because now I got a few on them. Go ahead, check those out, see if you like them, and give some suggestions on them. Like, suggest if y'all want to see me do anything else on live. Whether that's like drawings, different coloring pages, and whatnot. Make sure to go over to Tasha's Luxury 2. Check out the content I have over there. And go to the Music Note app so y'all can go ahead and see what's going on over there. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all.